Hi guys, so we've got to video number 6 of my series in the 9 mistakes that job seekers are making during the COVID epidemic. And again, I'm just going to remind you, we understand that this is a desperate time for most people, but you cannot let that translate in your interview and in your job seeking. All right, so one mistake, or the number 6 mistake that we've identified, is the lack of flexibility that candidates are displaying now in their interview process. You know, you might be a finance manager and you are still, as per video number 1, applying the same old tedious job search processes to your current job search. And I get it. If you've been laid off, you are desperate for a position, which means that you are relatively inflexible. And when I say inflexibility, what I'm talking about is you perhaps inflexible to be onboarded via video at home. You're perhaps inflexible to budge on your salary. Remember in my previous video I discussed salary, and I discussed that we need to learn to, or we need to look at salary negotiations from a different point of view because of COVID. Guys, this thing has got far-reaching consequences. You need to factor it into your job search. We are also looking at inflexibility in terms of part-time, contract, and full-time employment. You're going into the job market and you're going, I need a full-time job, that's it. But you know what? Sometimes, and this is a saying I've had for many years in my sales environment because I believe in collaborating, sometimes most times, half of something is better than all of nothing. So if you go into an interview and you thought it was a permanent position and they say to you, listen, because of COVID, we've laid off half of our staff. We do need a finance manager, but we want someone to work half day. You need to start being open to those ideas. I guarantee you in the next couple of months and in the next few years, this is just my prediction, we're going to see more work from home opportunities, and we're also going to see more of these like multiple jobs. And this has been a thing overseas for many years. I mean, I've got a cousin in the UK who works 3 jobs, and it's perfectly acceptable. So do her roommates. So you have a job that takes up 2 hours of the day, you have another job that takes up perhaps 3 hours of the day, and you have another job that takes up 4 hours of the day. So you need to start being flexible to these approaches. We are in a trauma situation, we are in a crisis situation, companies are not doing as well as they were. They're aware they need the skill, but they're looking at many ways to skin a cat. You also need to be flexible in terms of start dates. You need to start thinking, and please, again, I advocate that you go in with what you want, but you also need to know what you'll accept. So think about this beforehand. Before you go to an interview, think, what am I flexible on? And what would be the worst case scenario here? You know, if they offered me a part-time job as opposed to a full-time job, which is what I really want, would it be foolish of me to walk away during this time? And in my opinion, abso-freaking-lutely. So yeah, my name is Chantel Buerta. I'm a recruitment coach and strategist. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn, Facebook, and you can also find all my videos on YouTube.